My mum's boyfriend shot everyone, including himself, because she wanted to leave him. Don't call or ask me what happened. You will be cursed out. This chilling statement was made by Chanel Carter, the daughter of Molly Johnson, after the tragic events that unfolded on December 7, 2024. The events of that day shook the quiet neighborhood of DeKalb County, Georgia. A family of 4 was found lifeless in their apartment, including the body of the perpetrator. The discovery came after days of unanswered calls and growing worry. What drives someone to take such drastic actions? How does a family cope with losing multiple generations in a single day? This is a story of how evil can destroy and shatter an entire family, leaving behind a trail of heartbreak and trauma.
Developing this midday, a young woman is sharing the haunting moments when she saw part of the scene of what police call a murder-suicide, with officers finding her family dead inside their East Atlanta apartment.
I really don't have words. For some reason in my head, they're still alive to me. Immediately I seen a body on the couch and it terrified me, so I ran away from the home. The police came and finally told me that my whole family had been murdered.
Chanel Carter was apprehensive about what she was going to find at Vineyard Walk Apartments, but nothing could have prepared her for the horrific sight. She arrived with police officers that December evening. After days without hearing from her family, her heart told her something wasn't right. Walking up to the apartment, Carter peered through the back window, shining her flashlight inside. What she saw would stay with her forever: a body on the floor and a small foot visible on the bed. Her worst fears became real at that moment. The scene unfolded around 7:30 p.m. when Carter and the police entered the apartment. Inside, they found 5 people who had been there for 5 days. The apartment, which should have been filled with family laughter, now held only stillness. For Carter, the moment was overwhelming. She had just wanted to check on her family, hoping they were simply busy or unable to answer their phones. Instead, she found herself at the center of a story that would shake the entire DeKalb County community. The police began their careful work, documenting everything they found. They knew this wasn't just another call. This was a family's story that needed to be told with care and respect. 5 lives were tragically lost in the DeKalb County apartment that December day. They were Molly Johnson, Kaylin Samuels, Jadora Powell, Jontavius Powell, and the perpetrator, Jonathan Darden. Molly Johnson, 43, was a devoted mother and grandmother. She had recently moved her family from Milwaukee to Georgia, hoping for a fresh start. Molly was also Jonathan Darden's girlfriend. Although she had considered ending the relationship, Kaylin Samuels, 25, was Molly's daughter. She lived in the apartment with her mother and her own 2 children, creating a close family unit under one roof. The youngest victims were Kaylin's children, Jadora Powell, a lively 5-year-old, and Jontavius Powell, just 1 year old. These innocent children had their whole lives ahead of them. Jonathan Darden, 32, was Molly's boyfriend. He lived with the family in their apartment at the Vineyards at Flat Shoals Complex in DeKalb County, Georgia. Sadly, he was the one who ended the lives of Molly, Kaylin, and the 2 children, before taking his own life. In the week before that December day, signs of trouble were becoming clear. Molly Johnson had sent a text to her friend that now seems like a cry for help. "If anything happens to me," she wrote, "he did it." These words would later prove to be a tragic prediction. The family moved from Milwaukee to Atlanta, hoping for a fresh start. However, this change may have made things more difficult in an already stressful situation. There were clear signs that something was wrong. Molly's boyfriend, Jonathan Darden, acted in ways that worried her friends and family. He always wanted to know where Molly was, and tried to control her daily life. Friends noticed changes in Molly's behavior. She seemed quieter and more careful about what she said. This is common when someone feels afraid in their own home. She was thinking about ending the relationship with Darden, but leaving seemed to be the most dangerous thing for her to do. The move to Atlanta cut Malian off from her support system back in Milwaukee. It's been seen that moving to new places makes people more vulnerable, and Malian was no exception. Without her friends and other family members, it was harder for her to seek help. Malian Johnson had started making plans to leave her boyfriend, Jonathan Darden. However, like many people in similar situations, she faced numerous challenges. Leaving a relationship often requires careful planning, and Malian worried that leaving might worsen things for her. Her decision to end the relationship with Darden ultimately led to the tragic events that unfolded on December 7, 2024. While the exact motive was not clear at first, evidence suggested that Darden may have acted out of fear of losing control over Malian. Reports indicated that she had planned to end their relationship, which likely fueled his desperation. Chanel Carter later expressed her belief that Darden's actions were driven by a mindset of, "If I can't have you, nobody will." This sentiment is often seen in cases where individuals feel possessive and threatened by the idea of separation. The tragic reality is that such feelings can lead to devastating outcomes.
It's devastating, really. It's like a big hit on the family. I'll never be able to talk to her or laugh at her again, or be able to, talk to my mom or laugh with my mom again, or hug any of them.
As updates continue to emerge, police remain committed to uncovering all the facts surrounding this heartbreaking event. The family is still mourning the loss of Malian Johnson, Kaylin Samuels, Jadora Powell, and Jontavius Powell. John T., who is the father of Jadora and Jontavius, posted on his Facebook, "Y'all just don't know. If I wasn't the oldest on both sides, I wouldn't even be here, bro. Everything is gone. My son just started saying Dada. We were just planning on me being there for Christmas. I was going to see Jonte Tyrone Powell Jr. stand and say Dada. I was going to see my baby girl again and give her forehead kisses because she loved them. I was going to see my mama again, who I loved and missed so dearly. I was going to tease my baby mama because both our kids said Dada. The ones who I wanted to do it for the most, gone. They're not coming back, all because some dude decided to play God. Dog, I'm forever messed up, bro. I don't know what to do." Chanel Carter also posted, "My mom, my sister, my niece, and my nephew are all gone. I can't take this for real." In the wake of this devastating tragedy, Malian Johnson's family has come together to seek support from the community. They have established a GoFundMe campaign to help cover the costs of transporting the bodies of Malian, her daughter Kaylin, and her 2 young grandchildren back to Milwaukee for a proper funeral and burial. The campaign was created by Linda, Malian's mother, who shared the painful moment she received the call from the DeKalb County Police Department. As of the time this video was made, the fundraising efforts had made significant progress, with over $11,057 raised. This support is crucial, as it will help cover not only transportation costs, but also funeral and burial expenses. Our hearts are with the Johnson family during this difficult time. May their souls rest in peace.
Don't forget to like the video and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming true crime stories.